Hello, thinkers. Welcome back to PonderTuna, where we dive deep into the ocean of knowledge and fish out some of the most intriguing ideas and theories to share with you. Today, we're exploring a topic that touches every one of us: generation superiority. Is one generation really better than another? Let's ponder that. As we journey through time, we come across distinct eras, each marked by its own generation. Starting with the silent generation, those born between the mid-1920s and early 1940s, we then shift to the baby boomers, born post-World War II up until the mid-1960s. Next, we have the Gen Xers, born between the mid-1960s and early 1980s, followed by Millennials, who came into the world between the early 1980s and the mid-1990s. Lastly, we have Gen Z, the newest generation, born from the mid-1990s to the early 2000s. Each generation carries its own identity, crafted by the experiences, innovations, and challenges of their time. But what fuels this perception? Technology is a big player. The rapid technological advances have shaped the way each generation lives and interacts with the world. Consider the baby boomers, for example, who were the pioneers of personal computing, navigating the brave new world of technology with a sense of wonder and exploration. Now contrast this with Generation Z, who were born into a world saturated with digital technology. For them, it's a different way of learning and living. As one Gen Zer put it, "We've grown up with technology that allows us to access information instantly." On the other side of the spectrum, a boomer reminisces, "We had to learn things the hard way, and I think that made us more resilient in some aspects." But does this make one generation superior to another? Or does each have its strengths and weaknesses based on the era they grew up in? Let's consider work ethics. Boomers often criticize younger generations for lacking resilience, whereas Millennials and Gen Z highlight the importance of work-life balance and mental health. This juxtaposition isn't about who's right or wrong, it's about understanding how different life experiences shape our perspectives. Similarly, societal values evolve with each generation. The silent generation, for example, lived through the Great Depression and World War II, cultivating a strong sense of duty and tradition. Fast forward to Gen Z, a generation that's grown up in a world of economic uncertainty and climate change. They champion individuality, social justice, and environmental sustainability. From the civil rights movements of the boomers, to Gen X's push for gender equality, and Millennials' fight for environmental protections, each generation has its own societal battles. And with each battle, they shape the world in their unique way. Each generation develops traits that are responses to their time's unique challenges and opportunities. In conclusion, rather than focusing on which generation is superior, maybe we should aim to understand and learn from each other's strengths. Each generation, from the silent generation and baby boomers to Millennials and Gen Z, has its unique identity formed by the experiences, innovations, and challenges of its time. The concept of generation superiority, often rooted in differences in work ethic, technological adaptability, and values, overlooks the fact that every generation has its strengths and weaknesses shaped by the era they grew up in. The boomers had civil rights movements, Gen X pushed for gender equality, Millennials championed for the environment, and Gen Z fights for social and economic equity. Each generation has shaped and continues to shape the world in invaluable ways. What do you think? Which generation's strengths do you admire? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more thought-provoking content from PonderTuna.